Yeah, I'm whatever it is with injuries and stuff, but the line is crazy. It's I just there's a certain lack of transparency to me that if she's gonna be out for 4 weeks, she'll be out for 4 weeks. Just say it. Who cares?
Yeah,
Like
because you
that's all
can't
my
do nothing
thing.
about it.
Like who cares if she's out for 4 weeks? She's out
You
for
can't
four
do
weeks.
nothing
Ain't shit
about
you
it.
can do about it. To
But
sit here
but
and
then
this is but
but
this is what
then
they
but
did with
look,
Caitlyn last year, bro.
but the thing is, as soon as they say that, you're gonna hop on your podcast. Everybody's gonna start talking about how they're gonna talk about how unrivaled is affecting this league and all the negative connotation
But
that's
it
going
but
to
it
come with it.
is. But it
Yeah, it
is.
is.
I
It
thought the
is.
whole point of the CBA and this thing was to have these players not have to play in
Have to
other
play.
leagues.
Yeah,
I thought the whole idea was that you play 4 months, and
but
that's 4.5, 5 months, and then you're off the rest of the year. You don't
yeah,
have to
that's
play in
true.
other leagues.
So is it not in the new CBA? The new
No,
CBA. Yeah.
no, they're
So that's
still.
the problem because the last one, they were technically still working through it. So I can understand them playing, but
You
going
got
forward,
player.
like
You got players that were still playing in China as of like 5 days ago, while training camps going on. Like Shakira Austin for the Mystics was in China. So was Natasha Howard or something. They were in China or something like that, playing in China. Like this is insane. I'm paying you $1 million a year, and you're in China playing basketball. That crap makes no sense to me. So they signed this league had a CBA deal where they're still allowing this. I saw Ben did a video something about Project B will be dead. I've said Project B is dead for a while now,
yeah,
so I'm not.
that's out.
I think Project B is completely dead, and I thought it was Project Dead from the beginning. You know, I don't believe. I believe as much in Project B as I believe in the UFC having a White House card in June, which means I don't, because I think that thing's going to get canceled or moved at some point because of what's going on in this country and how insanely stupid it is that we're having a freaking UFC fight card
UFC
on the
fight
White House lawn, which puts all these dignitaries and whatever
in,
in one spot where, I mean, hey,
in jeopardy.
mm, in jeopardy, if you ask me. Um, I have no idea how Justine Passat got hurt, Jeff. I mean, again, they'll never tell us the truth. They don't tell the truth. They just lie. Like they don't even give you like Lexi Hall has a tight hamstring. Okay,
Yeah,
a tight hamstring. Then sit her ass out. Why is she even? Why is she doing anything? I don't know. You're shooting jump shots off of a tight hamstring.
yeah.
Isn't that a little risky?
No, not that. It's when you do sudden moves that'll be really effective.
Okay.
But you could get out there and move around.
Mm,
You still want to stay active with the hamstring, and you want to test it day by day to see how how far you're progressing with it. What you
but we
can
don't
do.
know what it is. But what is it? We don't know. They don't say. They don't even give it. There's no indication. Again, I'm just talking about indicators, like reality. Last year we dealt with the same crap. Caitlin Clark, injured, injured, injured. Oh, it could be next week. Oh, it's a week after. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Seriously? You don't have a big. You don't have a backup big. This is a team, Nick. This is a team that's 6'5". At Aliyah Boston 6'5".
Yeah,
Everybody else is as small as crap.
got Maisha Hines out there with
She's
her
six
wide.
one, bro. She's
She's
six
wide.
one.
she's
But
a
she's 6'1".
she's a wide girl.
She ain't
She's
guarding nobody who's 6'6", 6'7", 6'5". She's six
no,
one.
she'll try because
Gosh,
she's really
she'll try.
physical.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's
she'll
physical.
try. She'll try. I mean, does that
They're
make
like
it
the
make it
equivalent of
work?
Draymond guarding bigs.
Yeah, when he's guarding Wemby and his freaking head is in his freaking nuts. I mean, like, come on. It's
But
just crazy to
don't
me.
this concern you with them playing fast, Rudy? Like that this is
Nick,
that they're gonna try to go to high tempo pace and all these injuries and things that could come from it.
does it concern me to play fast? They have to play fast. They're too goddamn small.
I get that, but with the injuries, does that concern you though?
Of course,
That they
it's a
got
concern if they're. I got some people saying they're doing this is all bull crap. Like Nick, how can someone sit here and say if it was regular season they would be playing?
but that's a lot of people say that, Rudy. If this was a playoff game, I'll be
So
playing.
so 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 again so
But
again.
practice,
Oh, okay. Hey, Kevin Durant, how are you? Um, If you're sitting here telling me that last Saturday, and now you're telling me again next Thursday, so it's you would have played last Saturday, and then you would have played this Thursday. She said the same thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like the same thing was said twice now. That was Aliyah Boston specifically. They had a game, if it was regular season, she would have played. Actually, I'd like you to just be real and say, no, I wouldn't have played because I'm injured. I'm not ready to go. Yeah. Because if you rush it back, you can end up with another Caitlyn situation. And I said in the video, Aliyah Boston is the most important player in this team this year. It sounds stupid, but it's because they have no size. They're so size deficient that if she gets hurt for any extended period of time, they're done. I mean, they're done. They're not going to win.
They could do without Kelsey, and they could do without Caitlyn for a little bit.
They can even figure out how to do without Caitlyn for some games. They did last year, and because Stephanie White don't like her as it is, but the thing about Caitlyn is ticket sales and people watching, people giving a shit. But Aliyah Boston, you take her out of the lineup. You tell me you're running Damaris Dantes for 25 minutes a game? Are you kidding? That girl she just showed up. Or how about freaking Monique Billings? Yeah, Brazil. She was locked out again. You re-signed a player that didn't have a freaking visa, for Christ's sakes. And then you got Monique Billings, who, I mean, she's 6'4", but she's not a big player. She's not real big in my opinion. And again, a career backup. Like this is, and then who's the backup to her then? 6'1"? Are we going Michaela Timpson 6'2"? You're gonna get crushed. It's gonna catch up. You're too damn small. And unless you're running freaking UNLV, Loyola Marymount, Hank Gathers, Bo Kimball, Larry Johnson, Henderson Hunt, Greg Anthony. I mean, running the whole damn game.
Who were the options that they could have picked up in the
We'll never know. They don't, because the options for this team, no idea. Yeah. I have no idea who the options were because they never touched. They just went to keep their own players. Like people are talking about how did you rank the offseason? ESPN did a ranking for the offseason on who did the best in the offseason with free agency draft and so forth. And they literally used keeping their own players as a barometer. Most of these players didn't want to leave where they were. I mean, there was only 4 legitimate players that left their locations for another place. Nneka Ogwumike left Seattle. Satu Sabli left Phoenix for New York. Brittany Griner left Atlanta for Connecticut. And the Azurá Stevens left LA for Chicago. And I only think Brittany Griner was a max deal. The rest of them weren't even max deals. They were not max deals. So the other players that may have left were either done via traded, expansion draft, or they signed for minimum lesser deals. Like Monique Billings signed a $800,000 a year deal, mind you, completely overpaid, but they signed her for 2 years. But she's like nobody wanted her. They wanted her based on freaking watching her play freaking 12 seconds with Caitlin Clark in the FIBA bullshit. It's But,
yeah, I mean, I'm quite concerned about the roster too, with the bigs in question. Gonna be really small. You're gonna be scrappy. You're gonna have the 2 blondes out there doing what they do.
One of them's hurt.
But one of them's hurt. Sophie looks solid shooting that ball.
Sophie looks like she want to kick somebody's ass. I mean, she looks like she's playing for a contract. She's playing for a contract.
She's shooting that thing with confidence, man.
She laid a screen out in that game where she just dropped that chick. And that was that. Imagine ever Aliyah Boston setting a screen to drop somebody. It never happened. She'd probably want to pick her up and hug her or something like that.
She's probably mad for that one when she got crushed by Breonna Stewart.
Who? Sophie?
Yeah.